Hello again. In my last video I did a review of the Karrimor SF Sabre 45. I told you that in the next video I would show you what I typically packed for a bushcraft overnighter. I'll start by getting out a small ground sheet that I keep in the top pocket. Move on to the outside of the pack. On here I keep my axe. And the axe I use is the Gransfors Bruks wildlife hatchet. Keep a small shovel just in case I need to dig a hole, and a bit of paracord and just a small empty plastic bottle for if I need to get some water from the stream. Next we'll go on to the first rocket pouch. This one's got most of my tools in it, all just thrown in at the moment, so it's not in any order. Just got a small thing of paper towels, the belt there that I clip on for my knife, that's just the carbon element for my water filter. I always take a pair of leather gloves with me, if I need to take anything out of the fire, these come in really handy. My Sawyer mini water filter, you saw that in the last video. Take a titanium plate. This is my knife, Esee 4. I also have a neck knife which is it's not actually an Azula, but it's very similar. This is my cook kit and water canteen. I use a Pathfinder stainless steel mug and the stainless steel canteen that goes with it. There's the lid for the mug. And I just keep some tongs if I need to turn my meat over. These all get kept in a little canvas case. I always bring a folding saw. I use what most people tend to use, which is the Barco Laplander. It's a really good saw. More tools, keep these in a little plastic bag. This is my lantern, which is the UCO micro tea light lantern. Not tried that yet, I've gone from did have the larger one, so that's a new toy that I've got. Mosquito net, head net, small little packable rucksack, head torch. And we have a Foilhaven DC4 sharpening stone, and there's a mini strop in there. I have another little bag of tools here. This is my fire kit, which is basically, well, tinder kit. Some wax pads and there's some birch bark in there. I have two little toolkits here, one has a torch and some cordage. This one's a bit of a lifesaver. This one has fire steel, Swiss Army knife, little sharpener, fat wood, a few plasters, water purification tablets. Spare cordage, Firebox Nano stove, and a little torch and lantern to go inside my hammock. I also bring a little wash up kit, fairy liquid in an Nalgene bottle and just a little sponge and a bit of Vaseline. That is it for that pouch, apart from a couple of strong rubble sacks that I use as a ground sheet basically. And I put all these away and then we'll move on to the next pouch. The next pouch I just tend to keep my food in. We've got some wraps. Done a bit of foraging on the way into the woods. Managed to find a tree that had some of these on it. I always have a piece of steak while I'm out. And there's some bacon for breakfast in the morning. Packet of quick cook rice. Coffee cup. Coffee sachets. Just the Nescafe 2-in-1. And a knife and fork. Also in the bottom here we've got my power charger for recharging my phone and my head torch, etc. We'll now go into the main section of the pack. This dry bag contains my DD 3x3 tarpaulin. I'm hammock camping tonight, so I've got the DD under blanket. This is just a sanitary bag that's got my toothbrush in, some wipes, toilet paper and a small towel. This has just got some spare clothes, socks, underwear, that kind of thing. This contains my hammock. The hammock that I use is the Hennessy Explorer Deluxe. I'm not actually using the tarp that came with it, it's a little bit small, and so I prefer the extra coverage with the DD 3x3. And then right at the bottom I have my sleeping bag. This is also kept in a dry bag. It is the Snugpak Softie Elite 3. Allegedly it goes down to a -5 comfort rating, but I find that that's not quite accurate. Anything below 5 degrees I start to feel the cold. But maybe that's just the way I am personally, everyone sleeps differently. A few other things that I keep in the pack. Down the back here we have one of these reflective blankets. And just a little sit mat. And that is my kit for a typical overnighter when I'm bushcrafting. The kit that I've got for this trip is quite heavy. It's not the lightest system that I've got. The bivy bag system is much lighter than this, but today I fancied a bit of hammock camping, so I've gone for a different setup. I'm not bothered about the weight, I've not had to travel far. I'll now get camp set up and then I'll show you around when everything's set up. Camp set up now, I'll show you around. So here we have the Hennessy hammock with the DD 3x3 tarp. We have the DD underquilt, and inside here we've got the Snugpak Softie Elite 3. Little tarp down there. I've got my fire kit ready to start a fire when I've cleared a nice space for it. Some of my tools hung up, water container, bag of goodies, candle lantern for later, made a little hook there for my Laplander, and there is the wildlife hatchet. Got a tripod set up so I can keep my bag off the floor, keep the creepy crawlies and mice out. Made myself some tent pegs. There's a pole there to raise this end of the tarp up a little bit. Should be a good night. So this is my typical bushcraft setup. My kit varies depending on the trip. Sometimes I'll go with a wood stove, sometimes I'll make a fire on the ground. I bring different cook systems. Sometimes just bring the smaller tarp. Sometimes just bring a bivvy bag. If there's any of my kit that you'd like me to review in a bit more detail, please mention in the comments below and I'll happily do that for you. I'd be interested to hear what kind of kit you're using. Again, just add that in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, click the like button, and the next video will be out on Wednesday. Bye.